Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Haven't been able to say that for a while because these things sell faster than I can put them online, but I just got one in that I think you're really going to like because I get a lot of requests for shorter diesel motorhomes. Well, guys, today we got one of those. This is a 2013 Thor Palazzo 33.1 total bumper to bumper length at its longest, absolute longest point, 34 feet 5 inches long. 2 slide outs, diesel rear engine, diesel pusher motorhome, 58,000 miles. And guys, I just got this one in. I've got to do a couple of things to it, and here's the issue I kind of ran into. Normally I wouldn't show this until we were 100% done with it. But before we get everything, this thing will be sold by somebody on the lot before we get everything done with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you and just tell you what we're going to do to it for the price you pay. First of all, guys, like I said, 34, might as well say 34 and a half feet long, 300 Cummins, 6.7 liter ISB Cummins, just like they put in the Ram pickup trucks, 660 pound-feet of torque. A little bit lower profile Class A. They're like some of the big Class A diesels, so you don't have to have the big motor. That 300 horsepower, you can run this thing 75, 80 miles an hour all day long and not even break a sweat. But nice and quiet motor for a diesel. I've got it running right now, believe it or not. Most diesel motorhomes, you couldn't hear me right here with the motor running, but you can with this one. Outside looks great. Beautiful full body paint. And just a real pretty color scheme on the outside. Tires look great. Just got to wash it, clean it up. This is literally just how it came in, guys. Got a 6 kW Onan diesel generator in the front running, powering everything up inside. Got the hydraulic leveling jacks, a one-piece windshield. According to NADA, MSRP was $196,000 on it brand new. According to NADA, I'm selling this thing about $13,000 cheaper than I should be selling it, but I don't go by NADA. Base retail, average retail with no options added, $93,000. In fact, I may even have it pulled up on my phone still. Let's see if I can pull it back up. 2013 Thor Palazzo 33.1. No added options, because I never add options. MSRP $196. Average retail $93,100. I actually got it priced for low retail, or just a couple of grand above low retail. Got an outside TV out here. "32-inch TV. This just came in, so we haven't cleaned it up yet. Got a huge outside storage bay right here. Because it's a straight rail, it's not going to have as much storage as the raised rail chassis, because this is a lower profile motorhome, but you still got pass-through storage. Somebody stuck a piece of scrap carpet in here that we'll need to take out to make it look factory, but it looks pretty good. Let's look inside. Power step looks great as we step inside. To be a 34-foot motorhome, this thing's actually pretty roomy. I love that one-piece windshield, guys. It's great visibility. Here's what I want to point out. This is the point I want to make, guys. You know, most motorhomes back around the era of this one and campers had that furniture issue where the furniture would flake and scratch and fall to pieces pretty much. They used a cheaper grade of leather or pleather. Well, this is one of them, guys. And you probably can't tell it till you look up close, but you can see it's starting to flake. The front seats especially. In fact, the previous owners put a couple of covers over it. Now, guys, at the $79.9 price, and I wanted to go ahead and do a video on this for this very reason. I'm going to basically recover, or have an upholstery shop recover all the seats and cushions in here. Same color is going back in it, but it's going to be new covering, so the furniture is going to look like new. Now I wanted to go ahead and do a video on this, because here's the problem, guys. You know, in the next day or two, when we take all this furniture out to send it to the upholstery shop, it's going to be there a week or two before we get it back. During that week or two, somebody on the lot, a customer on the lot, is going to buy this thing. And the reason why I wanted to go ahead and shoot it, so you, my online viewers, can get a chance to look at this motorhome and buy it before somebody else does. Because, you know, a year and a half ago, I would have waited till it got back, put it in, no problem. But now, this thing's going to sell here on the lot long before the furniture gets back. So keep in mind, the $79.9 price includes all new recovered furniture, and it's going to be the same furniture, so it's going to fit perfectly. Even though that's not cheap. In fact, it cost me more to recover furniture than to replace it, but I'm not going to be able to find this exact size table or sofa to fit like the factory furniture will, so it's just going to basically all be recovered. That's included for the $79.9 price. But if I, like I said, again, if I wait, y'all never have a chance to see this thing or have a chance to buy it if I wait till we get that done. You just don't understand the market right now. Big TV, 50-inch TV right here. I got Corian countertops, Corian backsplash, looks great. No stress cracks. This thing actually rides very, very well. It's still got air brakes. It's got the 6-speed Allison transmission. Little pop-out cutting board. I mean, it's got the 3 camera systems for backup camera. No check engine lights. You can look right here, guys. The dash air is cold. 58,600.1 miles. Backup camera. That's back. Turn the blinker on. That's your right side. Turn the blinker on left. There's your left side. All that works great. LCI jacks. Like I said, Allison, I believe that's called the 2100. It's still a 6-speed, but it's a 2100 6-speed. 300 Cummins, which will get you down the road just fine, and it's not going to kill you on fuel like the big 400 and 500 horsepower motors will either. I mean, ain't no motorhome going to get great fuel mileage because you're driving a 34-foot box on wheels, but you know, you'll at least get, I mean, this thing had a 400 horsepower motor. First of all, it'd be over $100,000. Second of all, you're going to get 2 or 3 miles a gallon less because of that bigger motor. And really, guys, you're only going to run this thing so fast on anyway on the highway, or you should be. 18 cubic foot Whirlpool refrigerator. It does have a built-in inverter. You can power that without running the generator while you're driving. We'll look at the bedroom first, and I like the dark, kind of a darker colors in here. This bedroom's nice and roomy. It's got 2 ducted 13,500 BTU ducted roof airs. Got the almost 7-foot tall ceiling. Got a TV there in the corner. Thing doesn't have much carpet, but I may go ahead while we're waiting on the upholstery and have my guys put at least new carpet back here in the bedroom and under the table booth. So it's going to look great, guys, but like I said, if I waited for all that to get done, y'all would never see it. Somebody else would buy it before it was finished. Water closet right here. Toilet, got the China RV toilet. Nice little vanity area, medicine cabinet. Got the padded vinyl headliner. I like that. That's my favorite headliner because it's going to, if you've ever have a leak, you can really tell it with this padded vinyl headliner because it's going to hang down like a car head, like an old car headliner when they put headliners in cars. You know, they'd always hang down and be bump against your head and be aggravating. Well, this will kind of do the same thing if it's ever had a leak. And the thing is, if it does do that and someone fixes it, see, these things come from the factory bright white. They actually turn an off-white color as they age. So if you ever go into an RV and you see one bright white panel and the rest of them are a darker shade of white, like an off-white, that means they've had a leak issue there and they replaced the panel. So it just gives you something to make sure they fixed the leak and did it right. So just one of the many tips I like to tell people and stuff that I look for when I buy RVs. But I love the one-piece windshield, great visibility. Both slide outs are not very deep, so you still got pretty much full access to everything when the rooms are in. And yeah, guys, it's nice. Way under NADA base retail, even though I don't really go by that. If I did, this thing would be $93,000. It's $79,900. Like I said, I'm gonna have all the seats recovered. That's not, it's gonna be a couple $1,000s minimum to do that, but I'm not afraid to spend a little money, guys. Includes our world famous 4-page inspection. We're gonna make sure everything on our 4-page list works on this motorhome. And that's included, I forgot to open the shower door. That is included for the $79,900 price, which well underneath NADA retail. It's not yellow either. That means this thing hasn't been stored outside, which you can tell this thing hasn't spent a lot of time outside by the condition of the paint on the outside. But best way to tell is look in the shower, and because the UV rays coming through that skylight will bleach that white shower board a bright yellow. Doesn't hurt it. It's just a sign that it's been stored outside a lot. This does have the Tpo roof system, which is the same roof system they used on Walmart Supercenters in the Superdome. So that's a very, very durable and roof covering. Because I don't really think Walmart and Superdome and all that would put that on top of their buildings if it wasn't durable and it wasn't cost effective at the same time. And yeah, guys, nice unit. $79,900. If you want it, pick up a phone call. I would, guys, very much like to stress to you, call before coming to look. This one will not be will not last. I get a ton of requests because every diesel I get is 38, 40, 42 feet long. I very rarely get a under 34 foot diesel or under 35 foot diesel, but here you go. Lower profile, gonna drive good, less wind noise. You know, because of that lower profile and the smaller size, trust me guys, that 300 horsepower motor will greatly surprise you what it can do when you drive it for a 34 foot vehicle. $79,900 includes our 4-page inspection process. Link below in the video description if you want to see everything that we're going to inspect and guarantee for the price you pay. And that also includes us buying you a 90-day easy care nationwide limited warranty. You can extend very, very affordably. If that's something you think you're interested in, give us a call, and one of our salespeople will be happy to help you and give you a quote. Come out and look at it, but remember, chances are furniture is going to be out of it because it's being sent to the upholstery shop. And you know, that's just part of it, guys. Right now, I'm not going to let something like that stop me from buying an RV, because I've got holes out here everywhere. I've had to combine my Class A gas and diesel just to fill the first 2 rows of my dealership, guys. I mean, my inventory is critically low, and it's not for lack of trying. It's just I've never seen anything like what we're going through right now. Everything sells, just multiple people on the same RV wanting to buy. Don't wait, guys. If you want to buy an RV, I mean, this is, you know, you delay, you have to think about it for more than a little bit, you're going to lose it. Call ahead, make sure it's here. You know, that's the best thing I can tell you to do. Be prepared to buy if you've already, you know, and whether it's us or anybody else, go ahead and have your financing worked out. You know, I always tell people to check with your bank or credit union if you need to finance an RV purchase on your own, just so you have something to compare what the dealer's finance department can do, so you know you're not getting ripped off on terms or interest rate. Because so many dealers, in fact most dealers, mark interest rates up over what they get you approved for and overcharge you by financing by higher RV payments, by marking the rate up by multiple thousands of dollars. I mean, guys, I see it all the time. you'll buy something like this, you'll go into like Rip Off World, some place like that, buy something advertised for 80 grand, you pay all the fees, you know, they'll tell you can't bring cash. If you bring cash, that price goes up $3,000 to $5,000 if you bring cash. But if you finance through one of our lenders, we'll sell it to you for this price. What they're doing, guys, are marking the interest rate up and just shuffling money around pretty much, overcharging you by thousands. So basically, guys, you go in and buy a motorhome for 80 grand, advertise for 80 grand, you owe, next day you owe $102,000, $103,000 on it. And they'll start adding dock fees, prep fees, and all this other bull crap, guys, and it's all profit. You know, the only thing you're supposed to pay is any kind of state fees, like a tag and title fee. Georgia's got a $100 highway impact fee for Georgia residents only that we have to charge, and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee. Other than that, it's just applicable sales tax. If they try to charge you anything more than that, they're ripping you off. And the way I look at it, guys, if they're trying to rip you off on that, what else are they trying to rip you off on that you haven't caught yet? And I get thanks all the time on my videos because people have gone in to buy an RV from the big dealers, and they did everything I said they're going to do. They're going to sit you down. Finance manager deals directly with the bank. You don't, so you have no idea what the bank's really approving you for. They're coming back with a higher rate. And when you object to it, suddenly the finance manager remembers, oh, I can get you the so-and-so rate through another bank that's the same bank. They're just taking out some of their money that they mark the interest rate up, but still making money on it. That's the new pricing model, guys, for the new corporate dealers, is how much money. They don't care that much about front-end profit anymore. Yeah, they want to make a few $1,000s, yeah, on the front end. But the back end, the money they make from financing, the money they make from extended warranties, from gap insurance, all these upsells that they imply you have to buy it for the advertised price, guys, is marked up 4 or 5 times dealer cost. Dealership might make 8 to 10 grand on the profit on selling the motorhome on the front end on the sales price, but they're making 20 grand on the back end. That's 20 grand that you're actually paying. You just don't realize it because it's stretched out over time on a payment. And that's why you never shop by payment. You always, you do your research, you do your due diligence, you know what your rate and terms are going to be approximately before you go into an RV dealership, and you negotiate off the amount financed. Trust me, if you don't buy from me, which I hope you do, but if you don't, keep that in mind. Negotiate off the total out the door price financed. Because I promise you guys, you go in on one of these big dealerships on $79.9, that out the door price is 6 figures. And they're good. But until people like me warn other people, and it ruins their con game. Trust me, guys, I see it every day. I get customers every week that bought, and they especially prey on first-time RV buyers, guys. I see so many people buying new RVs from these big corporate dealers, Rip-Off World included. Guys, these guys got big because they ripping people off, making the most amount of profit. That's how big dealers get big. That's how they get multiple locations. There's a lot of good dealers out there, independent dealers like us, guys. But, you know, a lot of times dealers get a bad rep because, you know, one bad apple spoils a bunch. You know what, guys? I see so many people, poor people that had no idea how much they owed on their RV that they bought new from Rip-Off World, paying on it for 3 or 4 years, calling the bank to get the payoff because they said, you know what, our needs have changed. We want to come down here to Parkway RV and buy something that we would enjoy better than what we have now that we bought new from Rip-Off World. So what they do, they call, get a payoff, and they are absolutely shocked because after 4 years they still owe more than what their camper was advertised for brand new 4 years ago, after making 4 years or more worth of payments and paying a down payment too. And I'm telling you guys, I don't care how sharp you are, I don't care how thoroughly you read everything, these guys are good. I'm talking, they have psychologists behavioral specialists come in and train their salespeople. They get you so frustrated. That's why they keep you at RV dealerships so long negotiating the deal. They want you to get frustrated. When you're frustrated, you're going to give in easier than if you weren't frustrated and it was no big deal. That's why they keep you there so long. It's a psychological thing. When I was at Rip-Off World, guys, they had people come in and behavioral specialists come in and teach us how to gauge somebody's personality by how they shook your hand. And they were spot on, guys. It was uncanny. They could tell you how to tell somebody's personality type by how they gripped your hand, how hard they shook it, whether they pulled you toward them or away from them. And they taught all kinds of neat little tricks, guys. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. And that was several years ago. Y'all just have no idea. They can get anybody. I don't care how shrewd you are. They can rip off anybody. And of course, people come here expecting us to help them get out of their bad situation. And we can't, guys. We're not miracle workers. We can't do that. You're stuck in what you bought for many, many years until your payoff gets down to what the camper's worth or the RV's worth. It breaks your heart sometimes, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've had people crying, especially older couples. It just breaks their heart. You know, I had a couple here a few months ago in their 80s on a camper that was advertised for $18,000, brand new. They owed $24,000, and it was 4 years old. And they had no idea. They had not a clue. Bad thing is, it was 4 years old, so it was worth about half of what it was new. But they owed more than what it cost new. They were stuck, and they just, I don't know what they ever did. And I see people like it almost every week, guys. So please be careful. Whether you buy from us or not, keep your guard up, guys. If you go to these other dealers especially, watch out. You know, here's the thing. I can give you tips and tricks till the cows come home. But use your gut. Go with your gut instinct. Gut instinct tells you no, something's not right, walk out. Trust me. Anyway, guys, $79.9, haggle-free firm, non-negotiable, but includes that 4-page inspection process. That's more thorough than any other checkout process in the industry. Again, check the video description below and on YouTube for a link to our 4-page checkout. Guys, I cannot stress to you how much value that checkout is. We literally can spend thousands and thousands of dollars making sure this unit passes that checkout process. Thousands of dollars that you don't have to spend, and we keep the price exactly the same, even if we lose money on the deal, guys. $79.9 with a full inspection and a warranty. After this, everything's done after purchase. If you want to know the current lead time for a Class A diesel checkout, ask your salesperson for an estimate. Once my techs are done with it, everything works. We clean it up inside and out. Manager does a final inspection, make sure it meets our standards, and they lock it up, keep everybody out, call you, and set up an appointment for you to pick up your new to you Palazzo. When you arrive here at the appointed time, the tech that checked it out, or our walkthrough expert Preston, will give you a full orientation demonstration. You can record with your phone or camera if you wish, and probably encouraged to. Then, of course, that's got to be after we get the furniture back, which everything should coincide just about perfectly. Depends on how quick it sells. And then, guys, you get your drive-out tag, no extra charge. You get a starter kit, no extra charge. 21 nights of free camping, up to 7 nights at a time at select RV resorts nationwide, no extra charge. All that's included for the $79.9 price. Now, guys, you know, the only way we discount our prices, because we stand true to that haggle-free firm concept, because price is what attracts you to this thing to begin with. And then you see everything that we do that other dealers don't do, even though they're asking more money for the exact same year, make, and model. Guys, other dealers aren't going to spend $2,000 reupholstering the seats in this. They're going to let it go like it is and still ask thousands of dollars more for their Palazzo than ours. They're not going to go through a 4-page inspection process. They might go through a 1-page at most. They're not going to buy you a warranty. Sorry about that, guys. I got this new case for my camera. It's making it overheat. But like I said, they'll sell you a warranty, but they're not going to buy you one. And that warranty be marked up 4 or 5 times dealer cost. You know, other dealers aren't going to sell you something without adding any extra fees. We do. But that's why we've been doing this for 53 years. That's why we sell 500 to 600 units a year, guys. We don't play around. We've already sold 200 this year. It's just crazy. And I'm not talking just local. I've got people from New York coming down, Michigan, California, Washington State, all across the Midwest, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, of course, the Carolinas. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys. Most of my customers come from hundreds of miles, sometimes thousands of miles away. Folks from Arizona coming in a couple of days to pick their unit up. I mean, it's crazy. But these people are coming here, bypassing hundreds and hundreds of other used RV dealerships and other RV dealerships to buy from us because we do things other dealers don't do. And that is make sure you don't inherit any problems from the previous owners. And, you know, between the checkout, the inspection, the orientation, and the warranty, that pretty much eliminates that fear. And of course, you can go online and eliminate the other fear of paying too much for something, because you can go online and compare prices, condition, and benefits with pretty much every Palazzo for sale in the country, and to see if this is the best deal for you and your family. But guys, like I said, we've been doing this a long time. I know this is a long video. I had a lot to go over, got a lot on my mind, so I'm sorry about that, about the whole rant earlier about how these other dealers operate. I just had a situation earlier today that kind of touched my heart. So, but again, I was helpless to do anything. But anyway, thank you again for watching, guys. Smash me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment. Feel free to share on social media. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel, guys. The more interaction you give my channel, the more YouTube shares my videos, the more it helps support my channel. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Come out and visit with us. We got 100+ used RVs while they last. They're selling fast. I've got a few diesels left, but not many. Come out and get them before they're gone. I'm gonna try to buy some more, but it's just, they're just not out there, as I'm sure most of you know. At least not out there that are reasonably priced and reasonably in good shape. But thank you again for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Green Gold, Georgia.